Somalia is a country in Africa on the eastern coastline. It has dealt with many years of hardship and civil war. It is only now starting to rebuild. Many Somalian customs are derived from Islamic tradition. To greet someone, you say Salam Alaikum, which roughly translates into God bless you, and to shake their hand. Women and men do not touch when greeting each other. And when you go into a village, you always pay respect to the elders of the community, and you always call them an aunt or an uncle as a sign of respect. Some traditions in Somalia is naming kids with their first name as an individual name, their second name the child's father's name, and the last name the grandfather's name. Before birth, the community women hold a party called Afntaba. These ceremonies are big family gatherings with lots of food and accompanied by the ritual killing of goats and prayers. In Somali culture, there also exists the concept of the evil eye. A person can give someone else an evil eye purposely or inadvertently by directing comments of praise at that person, thereby causing harm or illness to befall them. Traditional forms of artwork in Somalia consist of decorating pots for storage and drawing colorful paintings of everyday life. Most have to do with camels because they're highly prized among Somalians. For entertainment, soccer is a common game that many people play. In the capital of Mogadishu, qualifying matches for the Africa Cup of Nations, the Arab Nations Cup, and the World Cup are being played as the country rebuilds from civil war. Religion plays a big part in Somalian life. They follow the Sunni sect of Islam that abides by the 5 pillars of Islam, and they have a minority of Christians in the region. Various Islamic factions in Somalia, like Al-Shabaab, desire to create an Islamic state with Sharia law, and the brutality of their methods are shown by recent events in Somalia. This most notable is the stoning of Aisha Abraham Duhulu. Many followers of Islam in Somalia are not so radical. Religious leaders are contacted when a serious illness is diagnosed, and loved ones may read the Quran to comfort each other after death. The 2 main languages of Somalia are Arabic and Somali. The ability to use language to save face is essential. Humor based on puns and wordplay is used to blunt criticisms and avoid embarrassing situations. This use of humor is captured in a Somali proverb: a man with a sense of humor is never at a loss for words or action.
السلام عليكم. صباح الخير. مساء الخير. تصبح على خير. كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير. ما اسمك؟
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. Wa salamatin the man. Wa salamatin the man. Magacaygu waa Muuse. Caruurtayda.
The economy in Somalia is very tricky because of the civil war. Due to a lack of confidence in the local currency, the US dollar is widely accepted as a medium of exchange alongside the Somali shilling. The Central Bank of Somalia is the authority of the economy, but only came back in 2009. In Somalia, after the Civil War, many private money transfer firms opened up and acted as banks for many of the citizens. The economy acted in a very laissez-faire way. There was little central government, and private businesses opened up in place of government jobs, and are slowly being assimilated into the new government. Somalia's economy is mostly agricultural based, primarily on livestock and secondarily on crops. Pastoralists raise camels, cattle, sheep, and goats, and camels are highly prized for their ability to survive in such a harsh environment. They are a good measure of the family's wealth in rural regions. In August 20th, 2012, the first permanent form of government since the Civil War was created, called the Federal Government of Somalia. At the moment, the Prime Minister is Omar Abdirasha Ali Sharmeke, and the President is Hassan Sheikh Mohammed. The President is elected by the Parliament. He or she serves as the head of state and chooses the Prime Minister, who serves as the head of government and leads the Council of Ministers. The Federal Parliament of Somalia elects the President and Prime Minister and has the authority to pass and veto laws. The national court structure is organized into 3 tiers: the Constitutional Court, federal government level courts, and the federal member state level courts. A 9-member Judicial Service Commission appoints any federal tier member of the judiciary. The local state governments, officially recognized as federal member states, have a degree of autonomy over regional affairs and maintain their own police and security forces. The Constitution of Somalia protects its citizens' basic rights and follows international law, as well as separates the power of the government between the branches. Family is extremely important in the Somalia community. The focus of Somalia culture is on the family. Family is more important than the individual in all aspects of life. Somalis will live with their parents until they get married, and in times of sickness or marriage, all resources are pulled back together. Islamic people may have 4 wives, and only men who can support all 4 wives will have them. Marriages are usually arranged when a girl is 14 or 15. Other social organizations in Somalia are the clans. Several main clans in Somalia and many sub-clans. Membership in a clan is determined by parental lineage. Marriage between clans is common. When a woman marries a man of another clan, she becomes a member of that clan, though she still retains a connection with her family from her clan. Current struggles among Somalians include the civil war in Somalia that just completely decimated the educational system. Now the focus is on survival. Before the war, the educational system was similar to that of the U.S., though the curriculum was more advanced. Children started school around the age of 5 or 6 and attended 4 years of elementary school, 4 years of middle school, and 4 years of high school. The Quran was taught in school. In the north, pirates run rampant on the coast, attacking commercial vessels and disrupting fishing in the regions. In the south, radical terrorist groups like Al-Shabaab impose brutal attacks on other religious minorities as well as the federal government. Poverty is also a major issue in Somalia. The majority of the people in the country live off less than $1 a day. 40% of the people live in extreme poverty, and farming is hard with a lack of good irrigation in many regions.